you've got some interesting challenges coming up between now and the All-Star break. There's some games on the road and some games against contenders. How do you see things sort of shaping up over the next couple of weeks?
It's an interesting schedule all the time. I mean, got to go play. We got our next game. We got to play Charlotte. We got to play well. We got to move the ball. We had 3 games in a row where our defense was solid. We were, really building on something. Denver got us spread out and turned us over, and we really lacked a lot of defensive integrity against them. So we just got to get back to where we're at.
Was that more of what they did to you, or more than what y'all did?
I always look at what you can control. There's a lot of stuff that we can control that we didn't do a good job of.
When a team goes on a run like that against you, like they did in the beginning of the fourth, how do you stop that from happening? What's the biggest issue that goes into something like that?
How do you stop that? If you knew how to stop that, they would never get runs.
Well, when you have something like that, what do you tell the guys after the game about that run in particular?
Well, first of all, you call timeouts and tell them that you got to get up on the shooters. And Gallinari made 2 step-back threes that were really tough shots. Then we had some turnovers inside that thing. That's what kills us during those things. We just cannot afford to have those periods. I mean, part of it was Gallinari made a couple tough shots on us, but that certainly can't be enough of a reason that we turned the ball over on the other end. Then we started trying to do a little too much, and but it kind of builds on itself.
Kevin, how important is it to get a day like that? Practice.
That's important to practice a lot of the time. Our practices are all the same. We got to pack the paint defensively. We got to move the ball offensively.
Is there anything you can do to kind of get the consistency as far as the turnovers? Had a couple good games.
Well, we keep on hammering away at it and keep on working at it. But I mean, at a certain point, the guys who are having lots of turnovers, they've got to look at the passes they're making and the turnovers that are happening and what is happening, and they've got to correct it. We've talked about it to them, and at a certain point, you're going to have the ball in your hands when you're a basketball player on the floor. You got to take care of it.
Kevin, you talking about Charlotte? Talk about them.
Charlotte, we had a handful down there. I mean, they come out, they're playing better. Kemba Walker's, putting up big numbers at 35, I think, against us last time we played. So we got to be worried about ourselves and what we do. We just got to be better defensively, take care of the ball on the offensive end, and get some pace.
Jeremy talked about that game about how we need to be more aggressive defensively. What kind of strides have you seen?
And Jeremy's played well. I think Jeremy's had a good year. Jeremy's been very good defensively. I thought he was really solid against Denver. One of the few guys that really gave us a real good, solid individual defensive effort in Denver. And I think he's been fine. Jeremy is like a lot of young players. He's going to be a little bit up and down, and I think everybody expects perfection every night. That doesn't happen in our league. But I think he's fought back for some tough times. Keeps on battling. He's a very tough kid, and he's just keep getting better, like we have to as a team.